Okay. What is the total area of the region bounded by the x-axis and the curve y equals sine of x on the interval between x equals negative pi over 2 and x equals 2 pi? Exactly. Draw a picture. I could do better than that. All right, so what do we got? Something about like that, right? So this is pi over 2. This is 2 pi, right? I propose that if we want to determine the area bounded by the curve and the y-axis, in other words, this and this. Okay, first off, what is this point right here? Okay, I propose that if we're going to do this, we need to do a few safeguards. First off, split it up. And because I have a negative region there, and I want to calculate just this area, absolute values. Make sense? Now, what's the integral of the sine? Negative cosine. Now, if it'll make your life a little easier, you could say, all right, maybe if you said x and then, negative cosine, what does it look? Something like this, right, if you wanted to do that.
Do you have to break it up over the 2 points, or can you just do it all at once?
No, if you do it all at once, you're going to have some cancellation here and here because you're going to get the same value here, but they're going to be opposite sides, and it's going to cancel, and you're only going to be getting that. Where it said total area, I'm just going to do it separately. Make sense? All right, so we have that negative term, and then we can just say cosine pi minus cosine pi over 2 plus negative cosine 2 pi. Here, let me just do this. Minus cosine pi. And since I factored that negative out, maybe what I ought to do is I ought to redraw this graph here. So that's pi over 2. That's pi. Pi over 2. 2 pi. Sound good? Everybody okay with what I did there? Just graphing the cosine function. The reason why is because I wanted to do this really quickly. The cosine of pi, that's -1. Minus the cosine of pi over 2, that's 0. How am I doing that quickly? I'm looking at the curve. Plus, excuse me, I have minus cosine of 2 pi, that's 1, minus cosine of pi, that's -1. So I know there's a lot of negatives floating around there. So simplify that up a little bit. So inside that bracket, I have -1. So that's the absolute value of 1 plus over here. Inside that bracket, I have 2. So that's the absolute value of -2. So that comes out to be 3. Another way of doing it would be this. If you recognize that that total area is just 3 of those, and that's 1, you could just figure out however you want to integrate it and then just multiply it by 3. Does that make sense? So, what's that?
So just remember that half of the R or whatever is
The area is 1.
1.
Hey YouTube, thanks for watching. Click below and subscribe.